Happy full moon day. I wanted to create a video just to show you my full moon ritual in process. I do have a blog already on the Book of Corinthian blog. It is called Full Moon Ritual. You can just go onto the Book of Corinthian app. You can go on websites and you can search for that blog, or you can just go directly to the bookofcorinthian.com website for the blog. I've also included it in the description of this video, a link to send you straight to it. So to kick off this particular ritual, I did my meditation a little different. I actually meditated outside by doing some sun gazing. Sun gazing is when you look directly at the sun and you absorb that energy. So I did this for a little while. Took it all in. And then I decided to burn a bit of sage just to clear my mind some, bring any of the thoughts, anything up to the surface that I needed to deal with or to release. Things that came up to me during my meditation by sun gazing, things that have come up for me over the past couple of weeks leading up to the full moon. You can get sage from CorinthiansLighthouse.com. You can also get that directly on the Book of Corinthian app under the shop page. After burning my sage, I went to my journal. I journaled some of those thoughts, some of those emotions, some of those feelings that I needed to release and let go of. This week in particular, I actually wrote a letter to someone from my childhood that I realized had caused me some pain coming up. I wrote a letter saying everything that I wanted to say to this person, that I wanted to just let go and get out. So that's one of the things that I wrote down this week. At this particular moment in the video that you're watching, I was just writing more of what I needed to release and what I had come to terms with. This is also a good time to journal gratitude, which I also did. I wrote down gratitude for the things that have come into fruition since setting my new moon intentions. I wrote down just some things that I was grateful for that had happened this year so far. Just giving thanks. Be sure to check out the podcast episode, Backpacks and Hair Wraps, How Journaling Saved My Life, for more information on journaling. I journaled a bit more. I actually journaled for a while here. I didn't give myself any particular time limit. I just let everything flow that needed to flow for me. I also took a moment to look at my vision board that I made 2 months ago. I actually made it leading up to my birthday. It was the vision board that I wanted, things that I wanted to bring into fruition for my birthday month, which was May, as well as for the month of June and closing out my school year as an art teacher. So I took a moment to look at my vision board, and I began to also write down the things that I was giving thanks for that had happened and reflecting. After doing these reflections and gratitude, I decided it was time to burn away that letter that I wrote to that person. I decided it was time to burn just the things that I wanted to let go of. So I did that. This is also similar to one of the exercises that is in the Beauty in the Bayou workbook. You can get that off of Amazon or directly from my website. You can get it at thebookofcorinthian.com or at CorinthiansLighthouse.com, as well as get it directly on the Book of Corinthian app. Burning is a form of releasing and coming to terms with truly being done with something. So that is what I did here. Then I took it a step further and burned the actual vision board that I made. I gave thanks that I had become this vision, that I had brought these things into fruition, and that this vision board has come to pass in these past 2 months. But it's time to burn it and let it go, because I'm always evolving, I'm always elevating, and this version of me no longer exists. It's time to step into a new version of myself. And with full moons, there are time for harvest, there are time for releasing and letting go. But we must clear space in our lives to welcome in more. So that is what burning my vision board is symbolic to. Also, sometimes when you burn your vision board, it can also bring those things into fruition faster, because you're literally sending out the energy that you know that you're going to become these things, you know that you're going to get these things, you know you're going to do these things. So you're burning it, already bringing it into fruition and helping it manifest faster. As with all rituals that I do, once I am done, I take a moment to be reflective. I say my affirmations, I say my prayers, I give thanks, and I trust. I didn't use many tools in this ritual. I just flowed and did what felt natural to me for this particular moon. But my altar is in place as always. I have sage and selenite crystal from Corinthian's lighthouse on my altar. I also have some crystal waist beads charging for a special project from my girl Kara over at Moon Water and Honey. And I have some Florida water from Alexis over at Angelic Intuitions. I've included those ladies' Instagram handles in the video description, along with the description for the blog. As always, I encourage you to do what works best for you. Take what resonates with you, discard what doesn't, and always find your own path with doing any ritual. Don't forget to download the Book of Corinthian app, available on your favorite app store. Peace and love, y'all.